Good morning, Internet. This is Tom, Negotiating with Jesus. I'm not going to do a link today, even though I probably should, because if anyone has any complaints about what I'm doing, there are tutors everywhere, and I am not one. I'm following tutors. So what I've been rehearsing, because tutors are telling me how to level up. My whole point is, if I want to level up, I have to listen to people who are better than me, give me the tips and tricks that I need to get into my skill set to become better. So, the things that I've learned. The cage system was one of the early things that I started practicing every day. Not for hours, but for minutes. Not all keys, but one key. I decided I need to learn one thing, and it was the key of C, which is on the piano, all white keys. And just learn that, natural notes, in the major scale, and maybe the relative minor, A minor, which uses all white keys. So I'd play it 3 times, 4 times in every position. So that I could memorize, know it could be useful to me. I also saw that some of these good players could move they could move between the positions quickly. So I'm practicing. Not perfect, I'm practicing. So I did that up and down, caged, and I wanted to know the positions on the notes. I also worked on my ABCs. I want to memorize where the notes are. There's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. And just every day I practiced, not for hours, for a minute. The notes, going up and down, just saying A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, going up, across the strings, all over, in some orderly fashion, working on the note names and positions. After that, then I finally got to triads. I think that was the gist of it. The cage system, it is super useful. All these people, they say don't stop with caged. You got to be able to play caged. Whoops, I'm not even doing this right. But you have to be able to play diagonally, and there's some great shortcuts. So you got to be able to move around diagonally. Notes, names. Naming notes is still a thing. Then I got to the triads. So naming notes is a thing, but also knowing 1, 3, 5. What is a triad? It's 1, 3, and 5. The 3 notes. They play in different shapes. Here is 1, C. I'm just still doing C major. C, E, G. In order, 1, 3, 5. That is the root triad. The first inversion, the C ends up on the bottom. 1, 3, 5. Here it is. This is the E, G, C. C on the bottom, first inversion. So it's 3, 5, 1. Same 3 notes, different order. second inversion. G, C, E, C, E, G, G, C in the middle, second inversion. And I practiced how the major scales go together with chords. You only use natural notes. In the key of C, it's just, there's no sharps or flats. How does that all go together? It goes like this. The C's played C, E, G. The D, D, F, A. No sharps or flats, so it becomes a minor. Major has an F sharp. E minor. E, F, G, A, B, E, G, B. F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, back to C. We played it in the 3 positions. So the C shape playing these 3, the minor looks like that. Rather than this. Okay, this one. Oops. There it is. So it's major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, back to the major. All that is helpful. One of the guitar players said, start learning where the notes are by feel, that you know how to play. So my main thing now is trying to find what notes go together, so you're starting to use intervals. Intervals is probably my next thing, but I'm going to be phasing into what I really want to do is songwriting. But because I have limited time and exercises, you can do a minute or 2 of several different exercises and get a good practice. I've been focusing on exercises. Songwriting is going to take me hours. Maybe. So I have 8 songs that I've been practicing. After I do my exercise, I practice my songs. The last thing I was doing, oh yeah, playing pentatonic scales using the cage system over chords. That is magic. So we were on Daniel Seraph, playing 3 shapes using these triad ideas. Playing triads, if you know this, then you can play 3 chords very close to each other rather than moving around looking for chords. The chords come to you. And then playing scales on top of the chords. So this chord, the normal A minor scale, E minor. Three different pentatonic scales played over 3 different chords using the chord shape. It leads you to a different pentatonic shape. That's not the pentatonic shape I'm supposed to be playing here, but it goes. It makes it feel like the chord, you're playing over the chord. It gives you this whole wild new option. So the next thing I have to do is start to really get intervals and incorporate that into my understanding. I'll be able to jump between notes that I love. I just watched a Gen Z listening to Hotel California by the Eagles, and just the solos where they know what intervals to jump to. It is fantastic. So that album, the solo is fantastic. But that creative knowledge will be useful. The last thing I'll just do is this. Is that little starting to learn songs and getting what jumps they're making. So happy birthday, that was Adam Levy. So done just in the key of C. God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, just in the key of C. Joy to the World, the major scale in the key of C. Intervals. Do, re, mi. Happy birthday. God rest you, merry gentlemen. I'm going to work on intervals and just a few minutes, not hours, a few minutes of some kind of practice, and then I'm going to do songs. So that's it, 12 minutes of a video going over all the things that I've worked on for minutes every day for the past year, 2 years, really developing different things. It's been working great. It is a slow, steady tortoise crawl. It is not the tortoise and the hare. The hare does not win. We tortoise crawl along and we take our victories as they come slowly.